Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Shawn Thompson. If you don't know, I am a spiritual counselor and psychic medium. Thank you for joining me today. I wanted to jump on real quick and talk about a subject that is really dear to my heart and that I get asked about all the time from my clients, my friends, and anyone who wonders what it's like or where you go when you die. So I'm going to launch a new series called Conversations Across the Veil, where I jump on Facebook Live and I have a topic about anything related to spirituality, the afterlife, and ways to help you find solutions to everyday problems and help you look at them from a spiritual perspective. So I hope you can join me when I do jump on. I have a lot of good direction that I want to head towards in 2022. So let's jump in to what we're going to talk about today, which essentially is the journey home. And what I mean by that when I say home, what I mean by home is what we consider heaven or the light or time across the veil where your loved ones go when you die, or when anybody goes when you die. It's what you learn about maybe in church, the realm that just feels normal, natural, loving, that we all talk about, and that we all fear that we won't get to when we die. So I want to talk about the journey home and what that's like, because I get a lot of clients who ask me where their loved ones are, what they're experiencing, what it's like to die. And if you've ever had an out-of-body experience or a near-death experience, you absolutely know what I'm talking about when I say, did you visit home? And that's what I want to bring or shed some light on today. My hope is it's going to bring you comfort. It's going to bring you peace about the afterlife. It's going to reduce that fear of death that you may have, and it's going to give you some answers about where your loved ones are, where your guides are, and where you're going to go when it's your time to cross into the light. So my hope is that it really gives you a good understanding and a good knowing that your loved ones are in a great place. So what I want to focus on today are common experiences, if you will, that in the thousands of readings I've done, every single one of your loved ones come through and confirm what I'm about to share with you. And again, if you've ever had an out-of-body experience or a near death, or you've talked to someone who has, they will undoubtedly say, yes, this is what I experienced. One of the first things that you experience when you cross into the light is a beautiful white light that is translucent, but it's filled with information, with colors, with tones, and it's almost undescribable. When I say white light, it doesn't even give you the true nature of what this light holds. It holds past, present, future. It's a complete consciousness that kind of enlightens you about everything you've ever known and then some. So it's just this white light of energy that surrounds you, and that's one of the first things that you'll notice when you cross into the light. The second thing is this feeling of unconditional love that is absolutely undescribable. If you have kids or if you have pets and you times that times 20 million, that's the unconditional love that you feel when you cross into the light. It's not like anything you've ever felt here while you're living a human experience. It's just tenfold. The third thing that you experience is this omnipresent being that shows up. And depending on why you're having the experience will determine what type of energy shows up for you. So it could be your loved ones that you see first. It could be your guides. It could be your higher self. It could be God, source. But one thing that is certain is that you will be greeted by this omnipresent being. And sometimes it incorporates all of the energies that I just said. This being is not male or female. And it's not even really androgynous. It's really an energy that encompasses the grandest love and light that you could ever experience and that you would ever want to communicate with if you were struggling, or if it was your time of death, or if you needed some messages and some insight. So that's the third, is this omnipresent being that is full of love and light and wants nothing but the best for you, and has a lot of information to share with you. The fifth thing that you will experience is this deep desire to stay in the light. We don't want to come back to be human because it's hard. We have emotions, we have ego, we have problems and bills to pay. When you move into the light, all of this is washed away. You don't have any pain, you don't have any illness, you don't have any sadness or ego. You're just in the light, and you have this deep desire to stay and come home to what you know deep in your soul, which is where you originally came from. Now, the last point I want to make on this is, typically when you have an experience where you cross into the light, there's two reasons why that would happen. One, it's your time. So it's your death day and you're moving into the light, and you'll receive a life review. Everybody gets this life review. And if you were raised religiously, then you would probably see it as Judgment Day. But it is so not about that. Now, if you're having an out-of-body experience or a near-death experience, what happens is you get a deeply profound message that changes your life. Okay, so let me break that down into two sections for you. If you're having an out-of-body experience or a near-death experience, you're having that moment to cross into the light to receive a message that is a game changer for you. It's going to change the way that you see life. And usually it happens because either you're off path, you're struggling, you're needing some direction. And the only way that you're going to receive it is by having an experience where you cross into the light, where you come back home, and you can feel the love, and you can gain the information that's going to help you move forward. Now, if it's your time, if it's your death day and you're moving into the light, to end your incarnation of what you're experiencing in this lifetime, you'll receive a life review. And this life review is not about judgment. There is no ego, there's no opinion, there's no attitude across the veil. This life review is for your higher self. It's conducted by your higher self, and you are surrounded by this omnipresent being, which includes your higher self, your guides, your loved ones, God, source, that takes you through a journey of your life experience and asks you if you learned what you came to learn, in hopes that if you didn't, you craft it into your next life. And if you did, how you did it and how you feel about it. And so that's what a life review is about. If you're one of those who's lucky and gets the chance to visit home and then come back to live out the rest of your days with the insight and information that you were given upon your visit home, one thing that you must remember is that you won't remember everything about your visit. You can't. They don't allow it. And the reason being is because it's such a good experience that if you remembered everything and you returned back to your human experience, you would have a really hard time integrating back into the world, because it's so good on the other side. You would just constantly want to go home all the time. So they only allow you to remember what they want you to remember. But what they want you to remember is so profound. It's a game changer. It's life-changing. And if you needed to remember anything else about your experience, they definitely make it available at the time that you need it. So let me recap. This information is to help bring you peace and comfort, and know that there's nothing to fear when you die. And when your loved ones pass, they are in the best space, the most highest love and light, that it's so good they want to stay there, and I can't blame them. But the 6 things that you will experience, hands down, this has been confirmed through the thousands of readings, plus with my own out-of-body experience that I had back in 2006. There's a white light that just encompasses you. There are beings there that are omnipresent, that want nothing to do other than love you and help you. You have access to pure consciousness. You are pure consciousness. And you have access to all the information that you could ever imagine for past, present, and future. You do get a life review or a message that is meant to help move you forward in life, whether you're struggling with grief, depression, whether you're making a life decision. This moment is there to help you, to put you back on track. You have a feeling of homecoming that just reminds you of who you are and where you come from. That is so perfect and beautiful. You have no doubts that you're exactly where you need to be. And you have a deep desire to stay there because it's so good and perfect. And lastly, you don't get to remember all of your experience, but you remember enough to seal the deal of why you were offered that quick visit home. So I hope all of this was helpful for you. If you are missing your loved ones and you want a reading, reach out to me. I love to connect you with your loved ones. If you are struggling with everyday challenges and you want a spiritual perspective, or you would like to hear what your guides and your loved ones have to say with you about it and how to help you, or if you're just wanting some deep spiritual development to help you understand the differences between living a human life and having access to a spiritual perspective, I would love to work with you. So reach out to me and schedule a session. If you are interested in any other service or program that I offer, check my website out at innerhealing.biz. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to shedding some light on some different topics when I jump on Facebook Live. So stay tuned. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comment box below. I would love to answer them. So all of you have a beautiful day and take care.